Good evening, you're watching In Depth. I'm Preeti Chaudhary. Well, it's been almost a 3-week-long vicious power struggle in Karnataka. 17 rebel MLAs disqualified by the Speaker, and all of it culminating with the BJP government led by Yediyurappa sailing through the trust vote in Karnataka Assembly today. Up next, over the course of half hour, an update on what transpired in the Vidhan Sauda today.
After having taken the oath as Karnataka's new Chief Minister and some divine intervention, BS Yeddyurappa led BJP government in Karnataka won the trust vote in Assembly today. During a brief debate leading up to the trust vote, Siddaramaiah and former Chief Minister Kumaraswamy launched a tirade of attacks on the newly formed government, alleging that it's unconstitutional and lacks people's mandate.
Illegally, illegitimately, it is a manufactured numbers for BJP.
But it was quite a smooth sailing for the new Chief Minister. With only 208 members in the House as the Speaker Ramesh disqualified a further 14 rebel MLAs on 28th of July after the 3 he had disqualified earlier, all 105 BJP MLAs chose Yediyurappa by a voice vote. A division was not called for as the majority mark was 105 in the House with reduced strength.
Under the leadership of Yediyurappa, Bharatiya Janata Party has determined to take up the state from all the rumbles it is into for last 14 months and will give a very stable, strong and pro-people government.
The opposition, which did not even demand a division of votes, did claim foul play in the governor's conduct.
Forming a government itself is bad in the law because yesterday itself they have been opposed, disqualified. Before that, the government didn't have a majority. I don't know why the governor invited in such a hurry manner to form a government.
Minutes after Chief Minister BS Yeddyurappa won the trust vote in Assembly, Speaker Ramesh tendered his resignation from the House.
So thank you very much. Wish you all the best.
Meanwhile, 2 of the 17 disqualified MLAs want the Supreme Court to examine the former Speaker's decision over their disqualification.
We are approaching Supreme Court. What the decision has taken by the Speaker, it is not correct. Against the Speaker order, we are going to Delhi.
Disqualification is not right. Against that, we are approaching the Supreme Court and we fight legally.
All the disqualified MLAs were associated with the rebellion against the Congress-JDS government headed by Kumaraswamy and were expecting to be inducted into the BJP cabinet. The disqualification bars the legislators from contesting assembly polls for the term of the current assembly, 46 more months unless midterm polls are called, and also bars them from holding constitutional posts during this period.
Chief Minister BS Yeddyurappa has proved his majority on the floor of the House. But if he does not work for the people of Karnataka, he will not be able to achieve the magic number of 113 when the by-polls are finally held. As of today though, the Nataka in Karnataka has partially subsided. Along with Nagarjun and Shalini, this is Nolan Pinto for India Today in Bengaluru.
Not the one to miss any opportunity, Yediyurappa sensed possibility of returning to power amidst contradictions that were building up within the Congress and the JDS. Well, all of this alliance after its loss in the recently concluded Lok Sabha elections, and it is the inkling of the future which has made him the current Chief Minister of Karnataka.
Bokanakare Siddaramaiah Yediyurappa, BSY, had gone ahead and launched his own party when he ran into troubled waters with his party, the BJP, after allegations of corruption. Yediyurappa, known for not shying away from taking up new challenges, cut his ties with the BJP despite being an active RSS member since his college days.
You know, he was very cut up with the BJP and he wanted to teach them a lesson. That's why he formed his own regional party and he put up candidates in 222 out of 224 seats. But then when the results came, the KJP had not done well at all, only 5 seats. But then what he had done was he had demolished BJP also along the way, because his party took almost 10% of the votes. 10% of the votes which should have gone to the BJP went to KJP, and which really helped Congress to come to power.
BSY was born in Mandya district, but he made his political career 2 districts and nearly 500 kilometers away in Shivamogga or Shimoga district of Karnataka. In the mid-1960s, he got a job as a clerk in the social welfare department, and that took him to Shimoga. Soon he quit his job and moved to Shikaripura, where he got a better job at a rice mill. In 1967, Yediyurappa married Maitra Devi, the mill owner's daughter, and started his own hardware shop. So Shikaripura became his home ground, and it is from there that he took his first steps into Kannadiga politics. A Lingayat by birth, Yediyurappa started off as a member of the Janasangh and was imprisoned during the period of emergency. In 1980, he became the president of the local unit of the BJP, but by 2004, Yediyurappa was the leader of the opposition in the Karnataka Assembly. 2 years later, he became the Deputy Chief Minister in a JDS BJP coalition government with HD Kumaraswamy of the JDS as the Chief Minister. As per the alliance deal, when some 20 months later BSY was to become the Chief Minister, HD Kumaraswamy refused to budge. The BJP withdrew support and President's rule was imposed. A month later, Yediyurappa was sworn in as the Chief Minister, but his government couldn't survive beyond the 7th day as it could not prove majority on the floor of the Assembly. BS Yeddyurappa was destined to be the politician who would win Karnataka for the BJP. Unlike Siddaramaiah, whose base was the backward classes, BSY counted on his Lingayat pedigree to help him in his politics. Yediyurappa's rise as the Lingayat strongman had its roots in his profile as a farmer leader. Lingayats were pro-Congress till the 1960s. A series of political splits and mergers saw the Lingayat vote consolidating behind the emerging star of the Sangh Parivar, BS Yeddyurappa. In 2004, when Yediyurappa became the leader of the opposition, the BJP had already emerged as a prominent party in the state, the first and only southern state that the BJP would form a government in. And Yediyurappa kept rising as the Lingayat man behind whom the community rallied. Interestingly, the rise of Siddaramaiah was also the point from where the first downfall of Yediyurappa started. In 2010, Siddaramaiah led a 320-kilometer long Padayatra from Bengaluru to Bellary. The rally was to make people aware of the massive scam that was being run by the Reddy brothers, or as they were notoriously called, the Bellary brothers. All of it during the Chief Ministership of BS Yeddyurappa. The next year, the Chief Minister of Karnataka, BS Yeddyurappa, had to resign, bearing the brunt of the scam accusations.
I have tendered my resignation to the post of Chief Minister of Karnataka.
2.5 months later, Yediyurappa was arrested. After spending nearly a month in jail, he was granted bail. A year later, charges against him were quashed by the High Court.
Meanwhile, Yediyurappa became the Chief Minister thrice over, but each time he was forced to resign before he completed his term. Whether he gets to complete this new term for the 4th time, time will tell. But the drama in Karnataka wasn't over with the trust vote. Soon after BS Yeddyurappa won the trust vote in Karnataka, Assembly Speaker Ramesh Kumar resigned from his post. Kumar's resignation comes as per the norms. The Speaker is usually from the ruling side as per convention, and BJP had hinted on more than one occasion it would move a no-confidence motion against him. So who was Kumar? Ramesh Kumar is a 6th-term member of Karnataka Legislative Assembly, a member of the National Congress from the state of Karnataka. Ramesh Kumar won his first Karnataka Legislative Assembly election way back in 1978 on a Congress ticket. In June 2016, he was inducted into Siddaramaiah-led Karnataka government as cabinet minister. In 2018 Assembly elections, he again won successively on a Congress ticket, beating a JDS candidate by over 10,000 votes. He served as the Karnataka Assembly Speaker twice, first from December 94 to October 99, later May 2018 to July 2019. Ramesh Kumar handed in his resignation today to Deputy Speaker Krishna Reddy on 29th of July. Meanwhile, the recent fall of the Congress-JDS government wasn't the first time that a coalition has failed in Karnataka. There is history to this disruption.
The trust vote put the last nail in JDS Congress coalition government's coffin on the evening of 23rd of July. 17 ruling coalition, 1 BSP and 2 independent. Totaling 21 MLAs skipped the proceedings at the Karnataka Vidhan Sabha. The effective strength of the House was reduced to 204. The magic figure required for the 14-month-old Kumaraswamy-led coalition government to survive was 103. The BJP surpassed that magic number by 2, while Chief Minister Kumaraswamy looked on pensively. He fell short by 4 crucial votes that even his valiant defense during the debate had failed to earn.
It is the victory of the democracy. People were fed up with the Kumaraswamy government. I want to assure the people of Karnataka, new era of development will start now onwards.
True to his earlier promise, H.D. Kumaraswamy tendered his resignation to the governor.
We have failed in getting majority. The coalition government's vote of confidence has failed.
It had all started right after the Lok Sabha election results were declared. And it became evident that the saffron wave had swept the JDS Congress almost out of the picture, to the extent that the mighty JDS founder H.D. Gowda lost the Tumkur Lok Sabha seat. The very next day after the general election results were out, there were calls for Chief Minister Kumaraswamy to resign, and the coalition claimed of attempts to topple the government. On 30th of May, the Chief Minister met the Congress President and declared that all was well. In June, Kumaraswamy expanded his cabinet. But 4 days later, he declared that he was in pain as he heads a coalition.
ಹಿರಿಯರಾಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂತ ವಿಶ್ವನಾಥ್ ಅವರು ಮತ್ತು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅನ್ನದಾನಿ ಅವರು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರನ್ನು ಉದ್ದೇಶಿಸಿ ಮಾತನಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಸುದೀರ್ಘವಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಒಂದು ರಾಜಕೀಯದ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆಗಳು, ಜನತಾದಳದ ಕಾರ್ಯಕರ್ತರ ಒಂದು ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಪಕ್ಷವನ್ನ ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪುನಃ ಸಂಘಟನೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದಂತ ಅನಿವಾರ್ಯತೆ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸುದೀರ್ಘವಾಗಿ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
On 20th of June, there were rumors from inside the coalition of a brewing rift between the Congress and JDS. The very next day, the founder of JDS, former Prime Minister Devi hinted of mid-term polls, but then later backtracked. On the first day of July, Anand Singh, the Congress MLA who had been a BJP member and the State Tourism Minister under Yediyurappa, resigned from the Assembly, signalling the beginning of the latest crisis. 5 days later, on 6th of July, 9 Congress and 3 JDS MLAs resigned and fled Bengaluru in a private plane owned by a BJP Rajya Sabha MP. The rebel MLAs took shelter in an upscale Mumbai resort, again owned by a BJP supporter, and to dodge Congress troubleshooter D.K. Shivakumar, they moved from Mumbai to Goa and then back to Mumbai. D.K. Shivakumar reached the Renaissance Hotel in Mumbai on 10th of July, where the rebel Congress MLAs were hiding. High drama followed. Shivakumar was stopped by the police stationed outside the hotel. Shivakumar objected, flaunting proof that he had a booking in the hotel. Police cited a letter written by the MLAs citing threat from the Congress leader. The hotel authorities cancelled the booking of Shivakumar, but he refused to leave.
How can they cancel a client? I am a client. I am not a minister. I am a client here. I am a citizen. I am not a terrorist.
Photos emerged of Yediyurappa's PA escorting rebel MLAs, and finally, on 13th of July, BSY admitted that the BJP was in touch with the rebel MLAs in Mumbai.
Are you in touch with Mumbai MLA who are staying there?
They are all happy and I am in touch with them.
We are firm in our action. We came here to seek the blessings of Sai Baba.
The old government is gone, new government is coming. It's very soon, very soon.
On 15th of July, after back-to-back meetings with Congress and BJP MLAs, Speaker K.R. Ramesh said a debate on the trust vote would take place on Thursday, that's 18th of July. Ahead of the crucial floor test, the Supreme Court allowed the Speaker to decide on the resignations of the Congress and JDS rebel MLAs. The Speaker postponed the floor test. On 21st of July, while D.K. Shivakumar held a separate meeting with JDS leaders at his residence, Congress heavyweight Siddaramaiah and Dinesh Gundurao held meetings with the MLAs at the Taj Vivanta Hotel. Chief Minister Kumaraswamy made a desperate appeal to the rebel lawmakers staying at Mumbai's Renaissance Hotel to attend the assembly session for the trust vote. 2 days later, all these hectic parleys and appeals and counter-appeals failed. And resort politics won the game for the BJP on the floor of the Vidhan Sauda. On 23rd of July, the JDS Congress coalition government in Karnataka became a minority and so lost its mandate to govern.
Now, the fight for Karnataka's top seat isn't just between the BJP and the Congress. There is an essential third element on whom hinges, in fact, the success of any government which comes to power, the JDS.
Kumaraswamy entered politics in 1996, winning from Kanakpura in the Vokaligga dominant Ramnagar district. In 2013, when the Congress had come to power, Kumaraswamy had still won his seat by a margin of more than 40,000 votes. But it has been the story of the JDS in Karnataka. While in pockets, they are all powerful, in the larger context of the entire state, the JDS has never been able to trounce the big two, the Congress or the BJP. Over the years, the party that H.D. Devi formed became a crucial cog in the wheel that decided the fate of Karnataka, but was never its clear-cut master. In 2013, when the Congress bagged a majority by winning 122 seats, the BJP and the JDS tied with 40 seats each. In 2008, for the first time in the history of Karnataka and the first time in South India, the BJP formed a government. It got 110 seats and added 6 independent candidates to get majority. The Congress managed 80 and the JDS was a distant third with 28. In 2004 state elections, the BJP was the single largest party with 79 votes. But it was a JDS-Congress alliance that came to power. An alliance that was to break up in 2006 when Kumaraswamy, in a sudden move, dumped the Congress and formed an alliance with the BJP. That government lasted till October 2007 when the BJP and the JDS alliance fell apart.
Karnataka politics has been defined as between the Lingayat sect on one side, the Vokkaliga caste on the other, and all the other castes on the third side. Siddaramaiah was able to create a non-Lingayat, non-Vokkaliga combination like Devraj Ars did in 1977, which is known as Ahinda. Now, the relevance or non-relevance of the JDS cannot be determined by its number of seats. It still holds the sway in the Vokkaliga heartland. But largely it's been confined to the space. People don't see it as an alternative to the BJP or the Congress.
The rivalry between Devi Gowda and Siddaramaiah dates back to the year 2006. That was the year that Siddaramaiah walked out of the JDS. The reason for the falling out had been over Devi Gowda's alleged nepotism when it came to choosing between his son Kumaraswamy and rising star Siddaramaiah. 2006 had been a year of jolts for Devi Gowda. Even before Siddaramaiah left, the JDS Supremo had been dealt a blow. His own son and the then president of the party's state unit, Kumaraswamy, had defied Devi Gowda by dumping the existing partnership with the Congress. The son had secretly struck a deal with the ideologically opposite BJP in January 2006. It was a case of political opportunism that was finally to cost Kumaraswamy dear. In October 2007, he was dethroned as Karnataka Chief Minister, and the JDS-BJP partnership fell through over the sharing of power in the state. In 1977, when Indira Gandhi surprised everyone by withdrawing the state of emergency that existed in the country, her political opponents bandied together to fight the Congress at the ballot. The ragtag group of small political parties and big opposition leaders united behind the doyen of socialist thought, Jayaprakash Narayan or JP. And so was formed the Janata Party, meant to be an antithesis of all things Indira and the emergency era. The Janata Party won the elections, and the new Janata-led government reversed many of the emergency era decrees. But soon the anti-Indira collection of political leaders and ideologies began to strain the very viability of the Janata government. One of the regional satraps at that time was the young leader from rural Karnataka, Haradanahalli, Doddigowda, Devi Gowda. Devi Gowda was twice elected the president of the Karnataka unit of the Janata Party. As a minister in the Ramakrishna Hegde government in the state, Devi Gowda thrived, climbing up the popularity charts to later lead the Janata Party to a resounding victory in the 1994 assembly elections. On 11th of December 1994, he was sworn in as the Chief Minister of Karnataka. The journey was all set for a full 5-year term, but another office beckoned. The 1996 general elections had unquestionably ended the Narasimha Rao-led Congress rule at the centre, and with no single party claiming majority, a conglomeration of non-Congress and non-BJP parties came together to form the United Front. But who would be their leader? Who would the melange of parties agree upon to front their united front? The consensus fell on H.D. Devi Gowda, and India had a prime minister no one had expected. But within a year, coalition politics cut short another office term, and Devi Gowda had to tender his resignation. By 1999, the Janata Party had split into factions. While many joined the Bharatiya Janata Party, others who opposed the alliance with the BJP joined Devi Gowda in forming a new party, Janata Dal Secular. And although the newly formed party had a poor score in the 1999 general elections, the 2002 Karnataka by-poll results gave a better outcome for JDS. Over the next decade, Devi Gowda's Janata ideology thrived in Karnataka. His son, H.D. Kumaraswamy, headed a popular coalition government in the state for 20 months with the help of BJP, renouncing the JDS's initial policy against collaborations.
All right, with that, it's a wrap on In Depth. Do stay tuned. Up next is To The Point.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.